And we're back, everybody. Again, Ms. McCarthy here for Apprentice 2, Science Experiment Week 20, April 1st, 2020. Okay, so this one you can make as complicated or as simple as you want, but basically we are going to be building bridges with straws is what is suggested, recommended. They also suggest maybe for the younger kids, especially if your younger siblings want to join in, and straws might be a little bit hard, is maybe to use Play-Doh, toothpicks under supervision. What else do they have? Toothpicks, marshmallows, tape, clay, those things. But for the older kids, which the Apprentice 2 are considered older, we're going to use straws, okay? So I'm going to send you also the Nicoleum outline that I usually use in class for the science experiments. A few things that they want to discuss. So basically, you want to show them or talk about what a bridge is. A bridge connects two places or two areas, and they're usually over water or what else did they say? Water. There's something else. Anyway, bridge. Sorry. So bridges connect. And so you talk about what are different shapes of bridges, maybe bridges that you have driven over, bridges that you've seen, maybe draw some bridges, London Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, the George Washington Bridge, those type of things that maybe they recognize. And then you're going to pose these questions, okay? When building a bridge, you must think about what you will need to build a bridge to support what is going over it. So think about it. Would you, if you were connecting, let's say New York, New Jersey, right, the George Washington Bridge, would you build that bridge out of paper, right? No, why? Because it needs to withstand the weight of trucks and cars and very heavy machinery, equipment. So you wouldn't build it out of paper. So what do you think they build it out of? So start getting their minds rolling about thinking about what was used to build the bridges, okay? What makes bridges work well? Talk about those things. What is it made of and how is it constructed? Okay, so now's a good time. If you've looked at some pictures, maybe look some up, maybe draw some bridges. Is the shape of them? Does it make a difference? You know, how long, how short a bridge is, the construction, the different shapes that is used, the material that is used. So all those type of things. All those questions you want to ask. And then the Nicoleum week 20 straw bridge construction. So we're doing that of straws. They have lots of information that you can talk about and pose, use words that we've used, you know, gravity, force, third law of motion. So those are the different things that you want to discuss. Okay, so again, you go as creative and as overboard as you want to go. Great time to get the dads involved, or the grandpas, or the uncles, or the older sons, or man, because it's like building. So I mean, I know girls like building too, but this is a great time to get dads involved. Okay, so basically you want to talk about, let's say if we used a straw, okay, and we were connecting my almond milk and my other almond milk. Okay, so if you use this is one place, this is another place, and you wanted to connect that. Okay, so now we connected, we built a bridge. We're using one straw. Okay, so this is just a simple plastic straw. Plastic straw. Okay. I don't know where we got those, Monica, but we did. Okay, so one straw, and this is 1 penny. Okay, 1 cent, 1 penny. Okay, now the shape. Remember, the shape makes a difference. So the shape of a straw is a little round. Can we balance this on that? This penny on the straw. Nope, let's try again. Nope, okay, because the shape is very important. It's a little bit rounded, okay? So what if we did 2 straws? Side by side. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, it kind of stayed, barely, okay, almost. I mean, it did, but it almost didn't. Okay, so let's try 3 straws. Three straws is a little sturdier because it has a little bit more of an area to spread out and hold the weight of the penny, even though a penny does not weigh much. Remember, the shape and the weight have a lot to do with the construction of a bridge. Okay, and then the 4th, let's do 4. If we do 4, we can even fit more pennies on there. Let's see how many we can put. So look, we've 5 pennies already. Oh, whoops, I spoke too soon. Okay, 6 pennies. Okay, so I'm holding they are not being held by anything except just being next to each other. Okay, so again, if you built a bridge that we were going to drive over, can we just put, let's say if we made the bridge out of wood, can we just put 4 pieces of wood or 4 logs next to each other? No, because if and when the car drove over it, it would move that. So we need to connect them with something. Right now there's not a lot of weight here, but if we were to put more coins on there, I don't think it would really, it might, the straws will spread apart because there's nothing holding them together. So if I put, let's try it, let's see if we put some more. A little bit. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. Well, I distributed the pennies weight very evenly, that's why. Okay, but if we went heavier, what if we went like this with the glue? Whoa! Okay, the glue. Even if I tried to balance it, okay, what if we laid it down like this? Well, like that it stays, but like this, it's already denting the bridge. So imagine, look, would you want to go over a bridge like that? No! Okay, so those are some things you want to discuss. Maybe start with this, and then, so in your guide on page 196 is where you can find the questions from the book, and then I will send you, so this is Nicole Liam stuff. Let's see if you can see these. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if it'll be there. Okay, so this is something what you're going to see and discuss, different shapes. Yeah, like different shapes here, there, over land, over water. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to show you was, let's see if I can find it at my books here, was pictures. I can send this to you also. Okay, let's see if we can see this here. There, yep, right, you can see that. So that's the bridge, and then this is the bridge that they built out of straws to copy that bridge. Okay, so again, you can make these like super ornate. Here's another one. Okay, and that's another one. Hopefully you can see this in there. Just not zooming out. That's the San Francisco Bridge. Okay, and that's, look, out of straws. Okay, so again, you guys can go as intricate as you want or as simple as you want. You just want to get the concept that a lot of things factor into making a good solid bridge, which is material, weight, what's going over it, and then you want to discuss what's force, gravity, the laws of motion, and go into, I guess, as in depth as you want to go, or as simple as you want to go. I mean, I just use milk and straws and pennies. They suggest also using rubber bands to connect them together. It depends on, I guess, the straws that you use. If you use the ones that you got from CC, if you tie the rubber band around too tightly, it's going to dent, and then it'll affect the positioning. It'll affect, like if you dent it and something's going to go over it, it's going to affect everything. So they suggest using tape, or if you want to use clay and straws or toothpicks. The guy in the video, the science videos that we always watch with the funny t-shirts, he used like smaller straws. It looked like he was using those straws for like stirring, like coffee, like those little flat ones, and not these. So I don't know. See what you have available. Don't go crazy. If you're gonna go buy something, put a mask on and wear gloves. Just use whatever you have at home. You can make homemade Play-Doh with like flour and water and cream of tartar, which is that spice that you have that you don't really use ever except for making Play-Doh at home. Just get creative. If not, then just watch the videos. You can find some of those videos and then discuss that. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys, some of you may not have been able to pick up the supplies, and maybe may not be able to go out and pick up more supplies. See if you have stuff around the house, or I don't know, get creative. Make what else can you use? Toothpicks. I was like carrot sticks. No. Make a food bridge. Just get creative. And just see where your kids want to go with it. I mean, it's a great time to, again, get dads or brothers or uncles or grandpas involved, and make your own bridge. But just discuss the main things of what it takes to build a bridge, the material that you use, all those things have to be considered. Okay, this video's been long enough. I miss you all. Hope I kept you slightly entertained by these videos, and I will see you next week, week 21. Bye.